Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital exclusive. Who shot Drew? Cameron Mathison says. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. So far, Drew's shooting on General Hospital has been short on answers but long on suspects. Instead of asking who would want to shoot Drew, it's been easier to ask who wouldn't want to shoot him. But today could finally be a turning point in General Hospital's latest whodunit. According to spoilers, Anna's getting some new information that looks to be leading to a search warrant later in the week. But is that bad news for the shooter or Drew? Well, maybe it's both. Because at the same time, Michael's trying to shore up his alibi. And he might want to hurry that up a bit. Because Drew may be ready to take his nephew down, one way or another. He's already been talking to Martin about saying Michael shot him, and this week could be the one where Drew finally pulls the trigger, so to speak. Cameron Mathison lays out Drew's thinking to Soaps, and it turns out it's more than a desire to frame Michael and help Willow get her kids back. There's a big part of him that actually believes Michael shot him, Mathison says, even though there's evidence that points elsewhere. For example, motives come to light which makes Portia and Curtis look guilty, and it could easily be them. And there's clearly motive for Willow to have done it. I mean, my God, he's been horrible to her. But aside from Michael's obvious motive, Drew's following what seems to be a pretty clear trail of, well, for lack of a better word, conspiracy. Sidwell paid off the judge and made it look like Sonny, Drew's portrayer explains. But Sonny found out and somehow got the wire transfer put into Drew's safe to make him look guilty. We all know Drew can thank Brick for that little trick, made all the easier by the fact that the judge is dead and won't be telling anyone the truth of who paid her off. So Drew believes, Mathison continues, that maybe Michael shot him knowing the police would search the house and find the wire transfer, which makes Drew look guilty. It would get Sonny off scot-free and make Drew look guilty in the process. So in Drew's mind, there's a lot of evidence pointing to Michael. If that comes to pass this week, like spoilers indicate, then you can bet Drew's going after Michael. The problem is, Drew may just be convincing himself that the person he wants to take down most shot him. If he's wrong, and he blames Michael for something he didn't do, Drew's real shooter will be free to try again. And this next time, Drew may not be so lucky. Port Charles has seen its share of jaw-dropping whodunits, but nothing compares to the chaos erupting now that Drew Kane has been left clinging to life after a shocking shooting. Viewers were stunned when shots rang out near the Quartermaine estate, and Drew crumbled to the ground. What followed was panic, betrayal, and a wave of finger-pointing that leaves nearly every resident a suspect. But is this more than just a crime of passion? General Hospital's Cameron Mathison recently teased that Drew's shooting isn't just a random act of violence. It's part of a tangled web that will shake Port Charles to its core. The aftermath of the shooting. Sirens cut through the crisp fall air as EMTs rushed Drew into General Hospital. Covered in blood, his body racked by the bullet that tore into his side, he managed to whisper a single name before falling unconscious. Unfortunately, no one could agree on what they heard. Carly insisted he gasped, "Nina." Sam swore it sounded like Cyrus. And Jason, stone-faced as ever, said Drew didn't say anything at all. This disagreement has only fueled the mystery. Was Drew trying to identify his shooter? Or was it a desperate plea about someone he needed to protect? Speaks out. In an exclusive behind-the-scenes interview, Cameron Mathison hinted that fans should brace themselves. Drew's been carrying secrets he hasn't shared with anyone, Mathison teased. The shooting isn't just about revenge or jealousy, it's about power. And when the truth comes out, people are going to question everything they thought they knew about him. Mathison hinted that Drew's shooter may not be who fans expect. In fact, he suggested viewers go back and re-watch recent episodes. There are little things in Drew's conversations, moments you probably missed, that make the shooting even more shocking once you connect the dots. The suspects. Nina Reeves. Drew and Nina's animosity has reached dangerous levels. Ever since he exposed her questionable business tactics, she's been losing allies left and right. But would Nina really pull the trigger? Or is she simply being used as the perfect scapegoat? Carly Spencer. Carly has fiercely defended Drew, but Port Charles residents know her temper is legendary. Could Carly have shot Drew in a fit of rage after learning he betrayed her trust? Stranger things have happened in this town. Cyrus Renault. Cyrus has slithered back into Port Charles, oozing menace with every step. He's made no secret of his desire to eliminate Drew, whom he sees as an obstacle in his empire. The method feels very Cyrus, direct, brutal, and designed to cause chaos. Jason Morgan. Jason is Drew's twin, his protector, and sometimes his rival. Could lingering resentments have boiled over? Some whispers say Jason's icy denial about Drew's last word is proof he knows more than he's saying. Valentine Cassadine. The Cassadine name alone makes him suspicious. Valentine has his own shady dealings and isn't above orchestrating a hit if it means protecting his legacy. A mystery shooter. What if the culprit isn't on anyone's radar? A hired gun? A ghost from Drew's past as a Navy SEAL? Or even someone connected to his missing memories? Panic in Port Charles. The fallout from Drew's shooting is tearing the town apart. Carly has been seen storming into Nina's office at Crimson, slamming her hands on the desk and demanding answers. Nina, of course, insists she had nothing to do with it. Meanwhile, Willow's world is crumbling again. She leans on Michael, but his Quartermain loyalty keeps dragging him into the family mess. And Sam, Drew's longtime confidant, refuses to leave his side, creating tension with Carly that's threatening to explode. Even Sonny, who usually keeps his cool, seems rattled. His underworld connections whisper that the shooting may be a warning shot aimed at him, using Drew as collateral damage. Clues emerging. At the hospital, Dante and Jordan have been piecing together evidence. Security footage shows a shadowy figure lurking near the Quartermain property minutes before the gunshot. The blurry outline could fit almost anyone. But the most chilling clue? The bullet retrieved from Drew's body wasn't a typical round. It was custom, engraved with an odd symbol, a circle slashed through with an X. Viewers with long memories will recall this mark was last seen years ago, connected to a shadow network of mercenaries tied to Helena Cassadine. Is someone resurrecting her reign of terror? Cameron Mathison's cryptic tease. Mathison wouldn't reveal whether Drew survives long-term, but he dropped a bombshell. Fans should prepare for a twist that changes the way you see Drew's entire history. This isn't just about who shot him, it's about why. And when you find out, it's going to blow the canvas wide open. Could Drew's past as a SEAL finally come back to haunt him? Or will the secret tie back to his lost years of memory tampering at the hands of Helena and Shiloh? What comes next? Spoilers hint that Drew will eventually awaken, but whether he remembers the shooter, or even trusts those closest to him, remains unclear. Carly may find herself at odds with Jason as she pushes for answers, while Nina's desperation to clear her name could backfire spectacularly. The ripple effects will be felt all across Port Charles. A war between families may ignite, with the Quartermains, Corinthos, and Cassadines all pointing fingers. And if the mysterious symbol is truly linked to Helena, the town could be on the brink of another Cassadine-level reckoning. Final word. For now, Drew lies unconscious, his fate hanging in the balance. But in Port Charles, survival is just the first battle. The bigger war is figuring out who wanted him dead, and stopping them before they strike again. As Cameron Mathison hinted, the answer will stun fans and change everything. So buckle up, GH viewers. This isn't just a shooting. It's the beginning of a storyline that could shatter alliances, rewrite histories, and expose secrets long buried.